Welcome to PRAJNA SPARKS special series, 59 Days of Healing, where we explore one maxim from the Tibetan Lojong text, 7 points for healing dualistic mind, each day, to integrate the practice into our lives. Today is day 59. We are on point 7, tips. Maxim 59 reads, stop yearning for standing ovations. No surprise that in a practice characterized by the theme of reducing self-importance, that we shouldn't be out there yearning for standing ovations, looking for acknowledgement, praise, all of the various ways that we build up this sense of self-importance. Why do we even do that? Because there's no self. It takes a lot of work to build up a self that's an absolute illusion. It's not that we don't have some kind of existence. We are individuals, but that existence is one completely different than what we attribute to me, I, as lasting, completely independent, center of the universe, a single monolithic entity. It doesn't exist. It takes so much time, so much effort, so much energy, so much of our heart to build that up, to shore that up. And we're constantly looking for others to tell us, yeah, you're right. This maxim is saying, when we yearn for those standing ovations, it's coming from that root of self-importance. It's self grounded in a mistaken idea of self. As usual, this is a subtle maxim. It's not denying the fact that it feels good to have our experience validated, particularly if we have been silenced most of our life. It's also not denying that it's valuable when people have empathy towards us and can connect with us. Why are those things valuable? Why do they feel so good? Because they're tapping the true nature of things. We are this beautiful, interconnected web of beings. And you can connect with them any way you like, but please find a way to connect. Don't just turn away. Don't just keep making your universe smaller and smaller in the ways that you're connected to an infinite variety of beings, more attenuated. What happens when we do that is we're always yearning for standing ovations. We're doing things with an eye to applause and acclaim and acknowledgement. We don't need to do that. This maxim is also specifically talking about standing ovations for doing this practice. You don't need any more acknowledgement than the rewards that come of the practice. You don't need a certificate. You don't need an authorization. Holding your practice close to your heart and expanding your sense of the bigness of what we are is so much more valuable than any hollow standing ovations we'll get. Their worth is gone before the sound of the ovation has died. Find worth in your practice, in your being, and the infiniteness of your connection to all that is.
Oh, I love this piece where there's no self. So it takes a lot of energy to build up and shore up this self that we're trying to put out there, that we're trying to grasp onto. Thank you for that. So the listener should not expect us to send them a plaque or to have stickers that they can put on their calendar for each of the 59 days or things like that. I'm wondering, though, are there ways we should be reinforcing ourselves for doing things that we think are beneficial.
Yes, definitely. Stickers for each of the 59 days is a great idea. It's similar to what we talked about in an earlier episode where you note, where you track what you've done. When you go back at the end of 59 days and you're looking at your calendar and there's all those stickers there, it's like, wow, look at that. That's wonderful. What are you doing? You're rejoicing. This isn't saying don't rejoice in the goodness that you do. Don't rejoice in that of others. Stop people if they try to rejoice in what you've done. It's saying there's natural ways that rejoicing happens, and you don't need to be concerned with them. That concern that's out there hunting for standing ovations is a sure sign of self-importance, leading dualistic mind into more and more of a morass.
So there will not be a Best PRAJNA Sparks Listener Award, and you can give yourself as many gold stars as you want.
Give yourself as many as you possibly can, then throw an extra one in.
There's another piece that I've been thinking about, which is that the ovations can also lead us astray. It's not just the yearning for the ovations, but when we actually get the standing ovations, it can sometimes move us into a direction of more desire for those ovations, and also sometimes moving us out of a direction of our own integrity and our own inner source of guidance.
Precisely. When the standing ovations feed that yearning of self-importance, all it does is say, oh yeah, self-importance is the way to go. All this shoring up I've been doing was right all along. I'm going to keep going in that direction. When we stop yearning for standing ovations, we can have the beautiful reward of having acknowledgement and validation for things that really matter, things that are so touching, that are so natural, and that we didn't seek out. We did them just because they were worthwhile. And somebody says, that was wonderful. You finished 59 days of healing, and here we go. You get a standing ovation.
This has been Yeshe and Tanya on day 59 of PRAJNA Sparks Special Series, 59 Days of Healing, from the Tibetan Lojong text, 7 Points for Healing Dualistic Mind. Check the episode notes for more resources. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at PRAJNA Sparks, and email us, sparks@prajnafire.com, with any questions. May all beings benefit.